Hello everyone, Storm 101 here. Today we'll be taking a look at the severe weather threat that will be affected from the Ohio Valley down to Arkansas. Now we're going to get started with the Storm Prediction Center's forecast here. Right now they have an enhanced risk for severe weather stretching from western Kentucky all the way back down into Arkansas. That even goes for parts of Missouri, Mississippi, and Tennessee. Maybe a little bit of Illinois and Indiana as well could get on this. Now their prediction here is looking to be the damaging winds are really going to be a big time threat, especially for that squall line. If those squall line there could be some damaging winds. The problem is with this severe weather, we don't have much instability in the atmosphere. The low mid-level lap rates, the mid-level are not even that great. I'll show you all that in just a moment. But they still said there is a potential for strong tornadoes, which has EF2+. And I'm going to show y'all something here. Now this is the probable, I cannot say that word, but you can see here they have it hatched. This has been going on since this morning. Hatch means significant. That means there could be some big-time severe weather. Where you're not in the hatch, it's probably not going to be that bad for you guys. Especially for the 30% back down in central and southern parts of Arkansas. It's probably not going to be that bad. Probably the main threat's going to be the damaging winds. Which is what everybody's watching. Even the marginal risk goes about as far as near the Great Lakes region back down to Texas. Right around there. Now let's go ahead and get started with the model run here. This is the GFS model. This is what it's suggesting for supercell composite. Could be enhanced risk down in southern parts of Arkansas. Then it moves eastward as a squall line there. Through the Ohio Valley, down Georgia, that continues on. Maybe have a marginal risk for severe weather out of the mid-Atlantic just for the damaging winds there. Now I haven't really taken a look at the lap rates yet for the GFS, and what it looks to be is not all that great. There is actually a little bit popping up down in here though, but that's where the storms have passed and it's a little bit clear there. But let's go ahead and take a look at Cape values. This is something else I haven't really checked. From the GFS here, there is some higher Cape values down in Louisiana, but not all the ingredients are down there for severe weather. If it's over 1,000, if that was pushed up to the north where most ingredients are, you could be talking about some big time severe weather. Maybe the tornado threat will also increase. So the big question is how much energy we're going to have there. Right now it's not looking much, but the knots though, it's pretty darn high. Between 70 to 100 for a few spots. That pushes off to the east there. Let's take a look at helicity from the GFS here. So there you go. Very high helicity around the Ohio Valley for the most part at this point. Go ahead and click on that there. Take a look at the forecast sounding. What is projecting a weak tornado? K values is very low for that area there. So yeah, that's basically the helicity there. Let's go to the NAM model here. We're going to do continental this time. So let's take a look at the wind speed here, the jet stream. So the jet stream looks pretty darn good, especially back down in Arkansas. So that gives us a thumbs up. Vorticity, it's actually some higher amounts up to Tennessee and Kentucky this time. That increases some supercell development. See those little spots there with the spikes here and there. So that's a check mark, at least for the north. Dew point values, it's the opposite way. It's still good for the north. It's still good enough for humidity to be in the atmosphere. Pretty much going to be the high 50s to the low 60s for parts of the Ohio Valley area. While down in the south will be in the low 60s to the mid 60s. which is pretty good for the environment for severe weather. Let's take a look at shear here for the NAM. So here you go. It's got a little bit higher back down in Arkansas, seeing up to nearly 1,000, which increases concern there. So it definitely has increased. So let's hit that 1,000 there, which for storm chasers, that is good news there. So it looks to be a weak tornado at this point. Shear looks to be pretty good. Could have a supercell there possibility, but right now we can't really confirm that because it's still a couple days out. Let's look at the strength index here. So the strength here looks pretty good down for the south. Northern parts, it's not all that great. There could be a area where there could be some good strength, but overall it's not that great. Moisture convection though, it's actually pretty good for most areas. So you can see here, you can tell where the squall line is with that moisture convection. Now let's take a look at the lap rates. Your lap rates, it's not great. There's none there now, so it's not good. So we just lost that ingredient. EHI, it's still about the same. It's got a little bit higher down in Arkansas. So as of right now, the best chance of severe weather is actually going to be around Arkansas, Tennessee at this point. Here you go for Holissi. It's high between 300 to 400 in those reds there. Now putting all this stuff together for supercell composite there. See here, there's a slight risk there. Where I was talking about, there's even areas of enhanced there. Now, I can't really show y'all the Euro that much. All I can show y'all is thunderstorm activity. That's all I can really show. Now, that's an area for good supercell development. Now, these models can't tell really exactly where it's going to be. It's going to be somewhere in that area there in particular. So there's that. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Euro here. Starting at 9 a.m., we got your warm front passing over the Kentucky area, bringing in some thunderstorms. That could bring some flash flooding. Warmer air kicks in. For the southern portions, there goes your developing squall line about to cross Memphis at 70 degrees at 4 p.m. See, so we may try to get some little bit of supercell action into Tennessee and Kentucky, because what the storm prediction is showing is that we may get some supercell development. It's going to probably become a squall line eventually, and it kind of kills really does kill the supercell development. Now it pushes on eastward, 9 p.m., crosses to central Tennessee, Kentucky, down, stretches to New Orleans. There than 3 a.m., the severe weather threat kind of diminishes, but they can still be strong as it pushes into the Appalachian Mountains. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the ingredients forecast here overall. So wind speed, vorticity, Holissi, they're all very good, but you can tell the low mid-level lap rates is going to be dropped. That should put as, well, actually, yeah. Well, something I forgot to mention, there's a little bit of lap rates behind all this, and there's a possibility it could interfere with that, but overall, it's probably not that good, so I should probably put that down. Not good. There we go. EHI, it's okay. Strength index is good, safer for dew points at Cape. Dew point, the Cape has been increasing, which is also increasing concern. The damaging winds has been upgraded to a high threat now. Those damaging winds along that squall line, oh boy, they're going to be 7 hours. That could be upgraded to where the heavy rain and flash flooding is, which is going to be very likely. Their arch-hail tornadoes will be staying at medium at this point, but if that Cape continues to increase, we could see a potential increase for the large hail and the tornado threat to medium to high. But right now, they'll be staying at medium at this point. So yeah, here we go with my forecast here. I'm going to go ahead and put out a moderate risk here. So this is going to stretch from central Kentucky back into Tennessee and Arkansas and northern Mississippi. Kind of similar spots where the storm predictor has put it in. but they're probably going to put in something like this here for sure. Now, if y'all got any questions, go ahead and put down in the comments below. And this is all I got for y'all guys today. Hopefully you enjoy this update. And I forgot to tell y'all something. If you're in a tornado warning, get into your safe spot. If you don't have a basement there or a cellar, you got to go downstairs. Stay away from windows. Be in the most center spot in the house as you possibly can, and also have as much walls around you as you can. That can really protect you from tornadoes there. Even for a strong tornado like an EF4, it can still protect you that way. And you can be very lucky in the bathroom, and that could be good as well. So that's pretty much it there. If you do have a basement cellar, highly recommend to go into there. And that's pretty much it for you guys today. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Goodbye.